Hello everybody, this is the Stitching Frenzy podcast. It's all about knitting and crochet and sometimes embroidery. I'm Haley, your host, coming to you from Iowa in the Midwest of the United States. Today I'd like to talk about all the things I've been working on lately and some acquisitions that I have. So to start, I have no FOs. I haven't finished anything, which FO is finished object if you're unfamiliar. What else? I do have some whips, so I'll just start with my whips and wonders part of the episode. Whips is works in progress, in case you don't know. I didn't show this last time, but I'd like to show it this time. I carry all my whips in one bag, and it is a Sea Life bag from James Barker on Etsy. He has like a bunch of bags like this, some with dogs, some with cats. I don't remember the other designs that he has, but yeah, the fish one spoke to me, so I got that one. Let's see. I'll start with my whips that I showed you last time. So with my Outer Banks Musselburgh hat, I have knit more on it. I didn't think of putting any progress keepers in until it was too late, so I could show you like the progress I had made since the last podcast. But let me just fix it up just so it can be all pretty. So now it's much longer. I think it's 8 to 10 inches now. I don't remember. I measured it, but here it is. It's got all the stripey action. I really like the stripes. I'm so excited to wear this, but it's just taking me a little bit. I don't know. And when I say it's taken me a little bit, it's been like 2 weeks, so I'm very impatient. Yeah, and it's my first Musselburgh, and I think it's going really well. Last time I showed you purple socks that I was making for my mom with a 3x1 rib. I won't show them to you this time because I did like 3 rows on it since the last podcast. I'll show you my flax for myself now. I've separated for the sleeves and done like an inch from the separation. It's all tangled up, but here's how it looks. Can't totally see. Yeah, just keeping it simple, just working on it. But I haven't worked on it as much as I'd like because it's been so hot lately, and I have to sit in front of a fan to do it because it is acrylic yarn, so it's very thick. But I'm sure I'll be very thankful once it comes to the winter that it is that thick. And then I've got some new whips since I podcasted last because, of course, I had to cast something on because I got a bunch of acquisitions. I mentioned them in my last video that I had ordered some stuff, and quite a bit of it came since the last podcast. So yeah, I did a huge order from Knit Picks. My first time ordering from Knit Picks, I ordered a yarn ball winder and Swift. You might be able to hear my cat outside the door. She probably wants in, but not right now because I'm podcasting. Because sometimes she'll knock over the camera and I can't edit that out because I don't know how to edit yet. But she's fine, I promise. As I was saying, I ordered a bunch of stuff from Knit Picks, a yarn ball winder and Swift, which, if you don't know, I don't really know how to explain it. You might want to Google it. But it just makes yarn yarn hanks go into balls, and it's just easier to work with them that way. Because I've been getting a lot of hanks lately, because I've been buying indie dyed yarn. But yeah, I'm not able to do that much anymore because I am a college student and I can't get that yarn. Sad. There'll be someday when I can get as much yarn as I want, so that's what I'm working towards now. Anyways, I ordered from Knit Picks. I got some Knit Picks Stroll sock yarn. I got the Stroll Tweed. I also got the Knit Picks Felici self-striping sock yarn. So that's what I started with on these. I'm doing toe up socks with an afterthought heel, so that's why there's orange yarn right there when that's not part of the pattern. On Ravelry, they're called my Secret Garden socks, but I want to change the name. I don't know how to change the name in Ravelry to the lily pad socks because they remind me of lily pads. I'm working them in tandem, obviously, on size 2 needles, doing magic loop. I heard somebody comment that, like, they do their socks on, like, a 1 or a 0 to have it be more durable, the sock, because it's tighter. Does anybody do that? I don't know. I haven't really seen how my socks will stand up to time and rubbing and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see what you guys think, and curious to see how my socks wear and tear over time, because I don't really have anything to fix them with yet. So yeah, sorry my eyes keep moving. I'm looking at the camera and then I'm also looking at myself, so I'm still not used to this whole podcasting thing. But anyways, I'll get into acquisitions because those are the last of my whips. I'm hoping to finish some stuff soon. Yeah. So, I also ordered yarn from Pretty Twisted Yarns. I guess I'll just start with that because it was Shark Week that just passed. Sadly, I didn't get my Shark Week yarn in time, but that was because I ordered it later than everybody else, so that was my bad, not Pretty Twisted Yarns or Theresa's fault. It's my fault, but I got it and I'm so glad because it looks beautiful. I wound it up with my yarn ball winder in Swift to test it out, so I got the 2 contrast colors. They're kind of falling apart on me, but it was my first time using it, so it's totally fine. But yeah, they're my first sparkle yarn that I've gotten, like, ever, so it's pretty sweet. I'm so glad with what I got. Definitely gonna be ordering from Theresa again, no lie, not at all. I will buy from her. I really like her Punky Power, but like I said, I can't really buy indie dyed yarn right now. But if I could, I would buy her Punky Power and make some socks with it. Yeah, that's just what I would do. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. Let's see, this will probably show better. This is a funny position, but yeah, I'll probably make some socks with it. It's 75 merino, 20 nylon, and 5 lurex. So that's just what the yarn is. It's obviously size, fingering size of yarn. I'm probably going to use size 1 needles because if the durability thing is true, I want these socks to last for me, because I really love Shark Week, and Jaws is one of my favorite movies. I've been watching it forever. I've obviously not been watching it since it came out, but I've been watching it my entire life, and my family loves it, and I've got some really good memories of watching it with my cousin in her cabin, and it was a lot of fun. And very scary too, because we were watching it at a very young age, and there's the jump scare when Hooper is, I think it's Hooper, the scientist, when he's underwater and the thing pops out of the boat haul. I won't say what it is because just in case you haven't seen it, but I'd be shocked if you hadn't seen it. I don't know. I feel like my audience has seen Jaws. I don't know. Tell me down below if you feel like it. So now onto the knit picks portion of the acquisitions. It's in a little bag. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I ordered from Simply Sock Yarn Co., so I'll show you that as well. It's a store in Indiana. Everything will be hopefully linked below. Last time I didn't link things because I was unsure of how to do that in the description. So this time I'm going to try to be better. But, yep, on to the yarn. Oh, I never told you. I'll go back to my whip. I never told you what yarn it was or what. So, what's left of it, it's Knit Picks Felici and this color Secret Guardian. It's some pinks, pink, blue, and greens. And, sorry, I had a hiccup there. It has some really cool colors, and it reminds me of a lily pad, but the color is called Secret Garden. And I think Knit Picks is, like, not making this color anymore. So, get it while you can. Back to more Knit Picks Felici. I got 2 of the color Palm Springs. It's very nice. It's the first time I've tried their yarn, first time I've tried their self-striping yarn. So it's really soft and it's really nice. So check it out. It's really friendly if you're on a budget, or if you're like me and you just spend $100 at Knit Picks, it's not really friendly for your budget. I got free shipping though. Then I got, let's see, I've bought 2 of each, so I'm trying to find the matching one for this one that I just picked up. Okay, so I got Knit Picks Stroll Tweed in Oyster Heather, and this is the color that I'm going to make for my friend. Socks for my friend. She wears a lot of neutrals, so I'm trying to give her something that she'll wear, that she'll want to wear. So, yep, I'm probably going to do just vanilla socks, but we'll see once I start making them, because I need her foot measurements and stuff, because I still don't have a handle on making socks completely, so I can't be like, yep, I'll make this size for you and it'll fit. Nope. But she hasn't given me them yet, so I'll just start them once I get her feet measurements. Then I bought some green yarn for myself, so it's still the Stroll Tweed, but it's in the color Dill Heather. Let's see. It's really nice. Like I said, I'll probably make socks for myself because green is my favorite color. You can probably tell by the walls. Yeah, I'm just excited to make socks with this, and it's, again, super soft. I got more green. Let's see what color this is. That's like a green brown. It looks more brown online. So, like, this one didn't, I was like, did I order this? Because it's not the color that I expected it to be. Because it looked brown on the website, but now it looks like a green here. It's Knit Picks Felici again in the color Treacle. So I'll still use it to make socks. I don't mind. I could probably do it and do the Hermione's Everyday Socks with it. Just because Treacle reminds me of Harry Potter. Because, like, I'm American, so, like, a lot of these things in there were, like, foreign to me. And, yeah, it just reminds me of Harry Potter. Treacle does. So, that's what I'm trying to say. And then finally I got, and all that yarn I showed you just now was like 75-25. The Felici was 75-25 merino nylon, and then the Stroll is 75 merino, no, 65 merino, 25% nylon, and then 10% Donegal tweed. So, yep. Then I got this. I got it in their comfy fingering, Knit Picks comfy fingering. I did not realize until getting it that it's 75-25 Pima cotton acrylic, because this was the color that I was going to originally make my friend's socks in instead of the oyster heather. But this is cotton and acrylic, and I've never made socks with anything besides wool and nylon and of course the tweed. But because I don't know if this would stand up well as a sock, so I might just make a musselburgh out of it, but I think I'll have to buy more yarn for it. But that's later, because I'm still working on my one musselburgh. Yeah, because like I was in, when I mentioned last episode that I went to North Carolina for a vacation with my family, and we went to two yarn stores, but I don't remember the name of the other one. I didn't end up purchasing anything there. Because like I was looking for indie dyed yarn, and they didn't have much indie dyed yarn. But I went to the Yarn and More Ink, like ink as an incorporated, I believe, in Nag's Head, in the Outer Banks of North Carolina, and they had a really cool color that was hand dyed, and it was like similar to this, but it had some speckles and stuff. So I'm kind of chasing that because I didn't have room in my budget to get that as well from Yarn and More Ink, so I didn't get it. So trying to recreate it. So now onto the stuff that I got from Simply Sock Yarn Co. I got Jingle All the Way by Knitterly Things in the Vesper sock. It's kind of falling apart again, so I'll wind it up a bit better. But it is self-striping sock yarn, and it's Christmas sock yarn because, like I said, was it last time I mentioned this, or maybe just on my Instagram account, which is Stitching Frenzy 11. It's Stitching Frenzy with 2 Y's and then an 11, which will be also linked below. But the color is Jingle All the Way, and it's self-striping sock yarn for Christmas. I got it now because Christmas in July. I'm not really celebrating Christmas in July. I don't do that. But I do buy the yarn. Well, this is my first time buying yarn for Christmas. But I decided I would buy it now in case later on the yarn is all sold out. So, yeah. Then I also bought from the same company yarn from West Yorkshire Spinners in their signature 4-ply. Got more yarn everywhere. The color is Candy Cane. So I got 2 of these thinking they'd be smaller, but I think I can get 1 pair of socks out of each. So I'm going to probably make a pair of socks for me and my sister. Or my mom. They haven't decided. Well, I think they're going to share the socks. The 2 of them. So, yeah. It's pretty cool. I saw a picture. I think it was 72 Stitches on Instagram who has made them. She made them for summer sock camp. I think that's who made it. But yeah, that's all the yarn that I have purchased. I do have more yarn out for delivery today, but I'll show it in the next video, because it's my Halloween yarn. And then I'm not going to be buying any more yarn for several months, which is sad, but I've got plenty to go. I've got a bit of a stash going on, which is comforting because I was very worried that I would run out of sock yarn and not being able to buy any more sock yarn and be stuck not able to knit, so that would suck. But crisis averted, at least for now. And then the last thing I got from Knit Picks that wasn't really yarn, well, is not yarn, is sock blockers. I got 2 sets of sock blockers, so like I didn't bring both, but here's 1 set of sock blockers. I got the size medium. I don't really have I only have one thing of sock blockers, so now that I'm making many more socks, I wanted to have more sock blockers so I could, you know, dry them and use less water and soap to wash them, you know, wet block them / wash, whatever the words are. Yeah, I didn't realize that they have the little hole in them at the top though, because I can't really hang them up on because my laundry room has like a rack, not a rack, but it's like is it a rack? It's a hanging thing that you can put hangers on, but you can't slide it through the hole. So I'm gonna have to probably tie some yarn and just tie them on and have them hang like this on there, but whatever. Doesn't make any difference to me. So yeah, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend if you'd like. Also comment, you know, feel free to comment, say hi. You could also drop your social media down there too. I'll follow, and we can stay in contact. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye.